Imagine being the most powerful person in the world, with millions under your command, and the freedom to do whatever you want. However, this greatness comes accompanied by constant threats, wars, diseases, betrayals, and many rejections. How would it be to navigate such a life? Marcus Aurelius lived this painful experience almost every day. When someone ignores you, it can be challenging to understand why, and you may feel like you're walking on eggshells. But just because they're not responding doesn't mean you have to give up and let them win. By the end of this passage, you will see how to act when someone ignores you and learn to use reverse psychology to make them regret their decision. Lesson Number 1. Ignore them too. When someone ignores you, one way to act is to ignore them too. This may seem counterintuitive, but it can be effective in most cases. Turn this challenge into an opportunity for personal growth. Instead of reflecting their indifference, embark on a journey of self-discovery and emotional strength. Reflect on your values, focus on your actions, and embrace emotional independence. Remember, in the theater of life, you are the playwright. Write your story with dignity, resilience, and wisdom. Lesson number 2. Don't react emotionally. When someone ignores you, it can be difficult not to react emotionally. However, the best way to handle this situation is to stay calm. The Stoic approach to such situations emphasizes the importance of maintaining calm and emotional resilience. If you find yourself being ignored, Stoicism advises internal reflection instead of emotional reaction. Tranquility is essential, and practicing understanding is crucial. Lesson Number 3. Remove them from your mind. One way to act when someone ignores you is to remove them from your mind. This means stopping thinking about them and focusing on yourself. Start by shifting your focus from them to yourself. Make a list of your goals and actively work to achieve them. Find a new hobby or start a new project. Make plans with friends and family and enjoy your time with them. Dedicate time to reflect on yourself and how to improve. This will help you create a positive mindset and shift your focus away from the person who is ignoring you. Soon, you will realize that their indifference doesn't matter. Lesson number 4. Demonstrate your value. When ignored, it can be challenging to know how to act. One way to respond is to demonstrate your value. According to Stoic philosophy, facing situations where you feel ignored is an opportunity to focus on demonstrating your value through personal virtues and ethical behavior. Instead of trying to impress solely with intelligence or humor, Stoicism suggests showing your value through wisdom, kindness, and compassion. For example, if you feel ignored in a conversation, engage constructively by humbly sharing your knowledge, responding with respect, and listening attentively. Instead of seeking validation or a specific reaction from the other person, concentrate on being true to yourself and demonstrating your strengths in alignment with Stoic values of self-improvement and respect for others. By showing that you can remain balanced and respectful, regardless of others' attention or recognition, you live according to Stoic principles of focusing on character and personal actions, reflecting wisdom and self-control. Lesson number 5. Cut off contact. If someone ignores you, the best thing you can do is cut off contact. This means ceasing communication with them through text messages, phone calls, and other means. Avoid the person also if possible. For example, stop sending messages and suddenly cease responding to their texts. If they don't respond to your calls, stop trying to contact them. Don't talk to them or make eye contact if you're in the same social circle. Lesson 36. Prove them wrong. When someone ignores you, another way to act is to prove them wrong. Show that you are not who they think you are and that you are capable of more. For example, if they think you're not smart enough to understand a particular topic, demonstrate your knowledge about it. Surprise them with an unexpected story or joke. If they still ignore you, don't take it personally. Instead, focus on yourself and your personal growth. Lesson 7. Go out and have fun. Going out and having fun when ignored can be an excellent way to get the situation out of your head and focus on yourself. Start by doing something you enjoy, whether it's going to the movies, playing sports, or simply taking a walk in the park. Invite your friends to help maintain a positive mood and remind you of your value. If you still feel down, try going to a new restaurant or event to break the routine and meet new people. Lesson number 8. Build your social status. From a Stoic perspective, building your social status is not a means to impress others, but a path to personal development and community contribution. When facing situations like being ignored, Stoicism suggests focusing on self-improvement and community engagement for these goals in themselves. Activities such as exercising, pursuing hobbies, learning new skills, advancing your career, volunteering, and networking are seen as ways to cultivate character and contribute to society. Share your experiences and interests authentically, not with the goal of attracting attention, but to genuinely connect with individuals and communities with similar interests. This approach aligns with Stoic values of personal growth, contribution to the common good, and forming meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and shared interests. Therefore, when building your social status, do it with the intention of improvement and making a positive contribution, not just as a strategy to increase your attractiveness to others. Lesson number 9. Act as if they don't exist. If someone ignores you, acting as if they don't exist is another way to behave. Lesson number 10. Give them the silent treatment. Stoicism reinterprets the idea of giving the silent treatment. Instead of using silence as a tool to provoke a reaction or prove a point, Stoicism advocates using silence as a form of self-reflection and emotional regulation. When compelled to give the silent treatment, Stoicism suggests using that time to reflect on your thoughts and feelings, understanding them with clarity and composure. It emphasizes the importance of responding or not responding in a way aligned with personal virtues and integrity, rather than as a strategy to influence the other person's behavior. This approach promotes a sense of inner peace and self-control in line with Stoic values and avoids engaging in behaviors that may be seen as manipulative or vengeful. Therefore, if you choose not to respond, do it as a practice of introspection, not as a tactic to influence the other person. This reflects Stoic wisdom and temperance, focusing on one's behavior and personal growth. Lesson 11. Don't beg for attention. When ignored, don't beg for attention. According to Stoic principles, the response to situations where someone is ignored should focus on personal satisfaction and emotional independence instead of seeking tactics to make others feel like they are losing something or demonstrating self-confidence through derogatory comments. Stoicism advises maintaining dignity and self-respect by demonstrating confidence and self-sufficiency, not as a means to affect others' perception, but as a reflection of one's own worth and stability. Encouragement is given to find fulfillment in one's own activities and interests, staying true to personal values and interacting with others authentically without the need for external validation. Therefore, concentrate on developing your self-confidence and finding satisfaction in your own achievements. This reflects Stoic values of wisdom, self-control, and focus on what is within one's own power, attitudes, and personal actions. Lesson number 12. Be kind but emotionally distant. If someone ignores you, don't take it personally or unload on them. The appropriate response to situations where you are ignored involves acting with kindness and maintaining a healthy emotional distance. This emphasizes the Stoic practice of not taking things personally and keeping composure. It is advised to acknowledge the person with politeness and warmth, such as wishing them a good day or simply greeting them, but without expecting anything in return. Encouragement is given to demonstrate emotional detachment, not out of indifference, but as a reflection of inner peace and self-sufficiency. This approach aligns with Stoic principles of focusing on what can be controlled, personal responses and emotions, and accepting what is beyond control, such as the actions of others. The responses advocate for a balanced interaction, combining kindness with a healthy emotional boundary, reflecting Stoic ideals of wisdom, self-control, and respect for oneself and others. Lesson Chapter 13. Don't let them see that you're struggling. When you are ignored, the worst thing you can do is make it clear that you are struggling. Instead, stay calm and continue with your life as if nothing happened. The appropriate way to deal with situations where you are ignored is to maintain composure and self-confidence. It is advisable to continue with your life calmly and confidently, showing that the attitude of another person does not negatively affect your own sense of identity. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on internal stability and self-confidence, suggesting polite and respectful behavior in all interactions, without aggression or confrontation. This approach is rooted in Stoic values of emotional resilience, wisdom, and integrity, advocating for a response that reflects personal strength and stability, rather than visibly reacting to external circumstances. Demonstrating that your confidence and security are grounded in your own character, not dependent on the actions or recognition of others. In our journey to decipher intentions and authentic relationships, a fundamental understanding arises. You deserve relationships based on reciprocity and respect. Always remember that the key to healthier and more enriching relationships lies in recognition, action, and above all, respect for yourself and others.